So I have my little friend here, as you may know, Charles Lee Ray, aka
Up with the Chuck!
And it makes me wonder what's in store for old Chuck, because, as you know, the TV show got canceled, and God forbid we see Chucky in space. So I thought for the time being, we would rank every movie poster from worst to best. Bet you can't guess my first one. Don't be cheating either, you little motherfucker. Don't be scrubbing through the video. I know. We will only be doing the 8 films, even though we might talk about the TV series posters, maybe, just as an honorable mention, maybe. But coming in, I'm at number 8, the dead worst of them all. I'm going to have to say Seed of Chucky. And not only am I going to be talking about the bad about these posters, but the good as well. I'm going to give the best of both worlds. Again, this has nothing to do with my opinion of the movie. This is strictly the posters. For the most part, it's a very touching poster. And upon looking at some of these, I've actually discovered some things I've either never noticed or just completely forgotten. Like for instance, I've never noticed Glenn's name right here on the hospital wristband. And this tagline right here, oh my God. This November, get a load of Chucky. Get it? Load. That's fucked. Fear the second coming. Is that another not safe for work joke? Or... The main thing I don't like about this poster right here is the blending is just off. One of my biggest pet peeves of me being, I'm not a Photoshop artist, but I make all my own thumbnails. I do a lot of Photoshop stuff. I've made movie posters, fan posters, you name it, I've probably done it. Compositing, I've done it. What's worse about this poster right here is mainly this crackling effect right here. It's just the blend mode doesn't fit. You know, if you had this solely attached to the background, it legit looks like they Googled a crack texture, put it on top, and set the blending mode to soft light, and this is what you get. It's just discombobulated here. Also how I like they stay meta with it and have starring Chucky, Tiffany, Jennifer Tilly, and Redman. The concept of this idea isn't so bad. And for the sake of this video, I might just make my own to see if I can do it any better. But we'll find out later in the video if I actually take the time to do that. Okay, coming in at number 7. Can you guess it? It is Bride of Chucky. Here we are, Chucky gets lucky. You know what that means. Do I even have to say why this is low tier for me? The poster looks great, but it's too much on the nose, a direct copycat from the Scream poster. Like I get you was cashing in on that 90s feel, that 90s pop culture, and you're taking the franchise in a new direction. But is it really that hard to come up with an original concept? But the poster was done finally. I love the contrasting colors in the eyes, respectively. Chucky's always got the blue eyes, Tiffany's got the green eyes, and everything else is just desaturated. It really brings you into the feel of their personalities. Tagline, the honeymoon's gonna be killer. And we do know, on the honeymoon, Chuckyton got some Then we get the awesome scene at the end with Glenn. The poster's fine, but it's just the sheer lack of creativity from this one that brings it down for me. Coming in at my number 6, can you guess it? I'll wait. It's the Remake poster. Let's look at this. Funny enough, this doesn't have a...
1 hour later.
Funny enough, this does not have a tagline. I will say I love the color scheme of this, and I feel like the blending is a lot better, for sure. But taking this at face value, there isn't a whole lot going on here. You have Andy sleeping in bed, and then you got Buddy holding the knife here. It does have that modern horror feel to it, though, does it not? But you also have some contrasting colors here, which I feel like contrast is always a good thing to have in a poster. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But yeah, this is all you get. Simplicity is always a good thing in my eyes. I don't think you have to go overboard with everything. But this poster right here is just missing the pack-a-punch. It's missing the juggernaut from the producers of it. And that's all you get. And don't say you didn't have the money to create a better one. Come on now, don't give me that bullshit. And you don't even have to have the killer's face on the poster, right? Think about the Scream posters. The first 3 didn't even have Ghostface on it. Friday the 13th, with the silhouette things, it was a long time before you actually had Jason's face on the poster. Halloween 1, Halloween 2, they didn't have Michael Myers on the poster. Sometimes it works, sometimes you don't have to have it. I'm not saying this has to have it, but this right here is just a little too simple. There's not enough intrigue there to pull you in. So yeah, my number 6 here is definitely the Remake. Next. Coming in at my number 5, it's Child's Play 3. This is the first Child's Play movie I ever had on DVD. So this picture right here resonates a lot with me. Let's check the tagline here. There comes a time to put away childhood things, but some things won't stay put. Child's Play 3. Look who's stalking. Now, on the contrary of what I just said about most horror movies on the Mount Rushmore not having the main character or the killer on the poster, Chucky's always been on the poster in some sort of capacity. I love this right here. You get a close-up of the villain. I love the blood coming out of Chucky's mouth, symbolizing not only does it give it that sinister feel, but it also symbolizes the human side of Chucky, the problem that he's facing all the time. If he stays in that doll too long, he becomes human. But Chucky just looks mean here. Personally, I'm not a big fan of the "look who's stalking." I can deal with this tagline right here. I like this tagline on the top. I don't really like this one on the bottom. Yeah, there's not many cons to this one. This is a good poster. You got Chucky up close and personal on the forefront, on the front row, giving you that maniacal smile, and you know he's up to no good. Really good poster here. It's not the best, but it's up there. All right, coming in with number 4 is Cult of Chucky. I love seeing Chucky right here in his natural habitat. See Chucky with the syringe. I love how most of the posters in black and white, except for the title and Chucky here. I love that contrast. It really makes you focus on certain things. You have the body in the background. It looks evil. Just check the tagline here. You may feel a little prick. This itself is simple as well, but this gives you more insight and it pulls the audience in to make them wonder more. It makes them curious. Like, who is that in the background? Where are they? This opens up more doors and more questions for the audience. Because I also feel like that's one thing you need in a poster, is curiosity. It's one of the very few times I like the redesign of Chucky, poster-wise. Whoever did this poster did a phenomenal job. This is a good poster. So to recap, contrasting colors, black and white background, Chucky's in color, the title's in color. You have a victim in the background. And I love the stage that they build here. Like this is some kind of hallway. I mean, it looks like an asylum or like a doctor's ward, which also plays an integral part in the movie. I also love when people put small elements in the poster like that, just to give you a little hint on what's to come. So yeah, number 4 is definitely Cult of Chucky. Next, coming in at number 3 is Curse of Chucky. A lot of people don't like Curse of Chucky. I think it's slept on. And one thing I think is slept on is this freaking poster. I love this poster. Just check this out. Chucky is back, better and badder than ever. Curse of Chucky. Funny and brutal, smart and scary. So they kind of switched it up here. This doesn't really necessarily have a tagline either, rather than reviews. The way Chucky looks right here, wow. I love the grittiness of this. I love the color scheme right here, the plain background with the red title. Chucky's fully in color. Nick is also in color, but she kind of fades into that void back there. I love the grittiness of this texture all over. And Chucky, man, Chucky looks wild. There's a certain amount of contrast I love about the way Chucky looks here as well. It's not too much and it's not too little. Also, you can see she's tied up here. Let's just zoom in right here. I mean, look at the way Chucky looks. I love this Chucky design, the way his eyes pop. In my opinion, this is one of the best Chucky posters there is out there. Imagine when this came out, right? You have Chucky here, and you haven't seen the trailer yet. This is all you see. Chucky looks badass, he looks scary, he looks mean. And then you see Nika, just a woman in a wheelchair. I mean, if you're not given a lot of context right there, man, it pulls you in. Not only is it aesthetically pleasing, but it makes you curious. And it's got that modern grittiness to it. If I had this poster right here, this poster would go up on my wall, hands down. Next, coming in at number 2. Can you guess it? Can you guess it? Can you guess it? My number 2 is the OG. Let's look at this poster. This poster right here is on another level. Not only do you have Chucky just looking as mean and as sinister as he's ever been, but he's blended into this black. The way they blend this is just amazing. You have Chucky giving that maniacal look, but you don't get to see his face. Just check this tagline. Something's moved in with the Barkley family, and so has terror, child's play. You'll wish it was only make-believe. And not only that, but just a simple apartment building as she's falling out. The iconic kill. And then you add that with the lightning strokes appear. Oh man, this is top notch right here. Genius idea. It looks amazing. It pulls you in. And it also gives you elements of the movie. The 3 key things I feel like you need. Everything I feel like should be in the poster is on this very poster right here. The way Chucky looks is superimposed over this building in the sky. But yeah, he is so camouflaged. You don't really get to see his full potential there. And of course, that leaves my number 1, which is Child's Play 2. This is my favorite look of Chucky, the Chucky design. Let's check this tagline. Sorry, Jack, Chucky's back. Child's Play 2. Having Chucky here with some big ass scissors, about to cut this head off the Jack in the Box. This is iconic. It surely does play more on the symbolism side of things, but it also means that playtime's over. Literally, playtime's over. I also feel like this is the perfect representation of that movie as well. Evil Chucky is back, he looks great, and having that Jack-in-the-Box right there, it just plays in Chucky's hand on what he's about. He poses as a child's toy, but yet he is killing the Jack-in-the-Box, symbolizing he's killing people's childhoods. He's killing children. He wants Andy's soul. I mean, toys are an integral part of children's lives. I have kids. It just hits on another level, I think, once you become a parent. But ladies and gentlemen, that is my list. Let's check out this Chucky Season 1 trailer. I love this. I love the color scheme they have of this with the yellow. They keep the red title. I love the character lineup here. And I love Chucky in the reflection of the knife. I love when movie posters do that, especially with slashers. I feel like that's one thing that never gets old to me. Chucky looks phenomenal. It's dark. This was a surefire way to set Season 1 off. Great poster. And let's go to Season 2. Season 2 I feel like doesn't hit as hard. You have Chucky on the throne here. I love the callbacks to the Jack-in-the-Box, like the second movie. Holy hell. The second coming, Chucky's just sitting, chilling on his fucking throne like he's some kind of Kratos. And then you have Tiffany and Glenn, or Glenda. I love the Easter eggs in this, but I just love the simplicity and the layout of the first one right here, of Season 1. Yeah, this is amazing. But that still doesn't top my favorite one, which is Child's Play 2. But even the OG, I really had a hard time going back and forth between the OG and Child's Play 2. But Child's Play 2 edges it out just a little bit. But let me know your thoughts. Let me know your ranking. One thing I love to do is talk to you guys. So comment down below your ranking. Let's start it. Let's talk about it. Let's make this a thread. I answer every comment. And if I don't answer your comment for some reason, you will get a heart. I promise you. Thank you guys so much again for watching. I love you all. Until next time. Adios.